Come on, there's someone I want you to meet.
Hey, get up, we're going out.
What is it?
It's Britt on the road.
I think I want to hear this.
From the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
Oh, that's a nice combo.
And I love it.
You're on with Britt Bailey.
And away we go!
We are on the road here at the National Finals Rodeo, and I am so excited because we have been able to sneak just a little bit of time with Cody Jinks. How are you?
I'm feeling sneaky.
Right. It is a little sneaky. We're back here. We've got good lighting. I mean, my gosh, you guys have the great rooms.
Yeah, we got the wardrobe lights on. This is, man, it's the ambiance is just fantastic. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I called the Chelsea ahead of time and I said, hey, this is what we need for Cody Jinks. And if you can do it, great. So
yeah, so we're in the dressing room. It's very,
yes.
very, very fancy.
Yes. And you just had sound check. How was that for you? Good?
It's really good. Yeah, we ran over a new song. We're going to be doing a new song tonight, debuting it. These are our last two shows for the year. So we've been in recording, and we're really excited about some of the new stuff, but going to drop one new one tonight. So we were doing that, working on that during sound check. It's pretty cool.
Cool. That is awesome. Well, you've been busy all year long. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we got busy in May. I mean, we had some shows in February, March, April, but like May through September, October, we were just gone. We're squeezing more of our shows in, you know, just kind of that time of year, and you know, us being dads and stuff, and our kids are getting bigger, and you know, we're trying
sports.
Everybody has sports
Yep.
and dance classes and you know, music lessons, and everybody's kids are bigger and into stuff now. So we're trying to, you know, be at home as much as we can, but we had to work really hard this year just because the last couple of years have been funky. So it was really time to get out there and really spend some time on the road. And we spent a lot of time on the road. And then we just got back from Franklin, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville, at a really cool studio called The Castle. Laid down some new stuff, and you know, hopefully we start dropping that in 2023, probably spring or summer. See how fast we can get that stuff out. So, you know, even if we haven't been on the road, we've been working lots of things in the works and irons in the fire. And I'm starting my own record label, and it's something that I did years ago, but now we're going to start signing younger artists to try to help develop them and try to help people kind of do things the way that we've been able to do it.
That's awesome. Well, and you have run up and down the road. My English teacher would be so mad at me right now.
I'm from Texas. Man, you run up and down the road, you know, or ran or run.
Yeah, one of those. You've been on the road. Let's go that way. And I mean, I remember when you used to come up I-35 to Iowa all the time, playing small shows, venues, you, Ward Davis, I mean, you guys really did it. So you know, with these young up and comers, what they need to do to make it work.
Yeah. Gosh, man, we beat I-35 up. I've spent more time on that gum road. I mean, from Laredo to Minneapolis, that was our thing, you know, and you know, people don't realize how big the Midwest was for us. It was huge the Midwest helped make our career. We didn't start going east and west till we'd already just beat the hell out the Midwest for several years. And at one time, I'm not joking, I'm from Texas, and I was pulling more people in Minneapolis than I was in Houston.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So, you know, it's you know, they've been great, but yeah, we've been on the road, and you know, I still love it. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah.
I get off on tangents.
It's okay. I mean, that's the nice thing about this, is that we can go off on tangents, and that's where the magic is. And I'm guessing that that's also where the songwriting magic is.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you go off on a tangent and you're like, man, that song sucks. That wasn't good at all.
Do you still keep those? Like, do you have a notebook full of not goods?
Well, I have just all my notebooks that I've been writing in for years and years and years. They're all in a fire safe.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, I have a stack, probably 20 notebooks, you know,
sure,
that just over the years. And if you go through them, you're like, oh, I know that song, and it's like songs you know and songs you don't know. Just it's just what I was writing. Some of them made it, some of them didn't. Some of them were good, some of them were bad.
Sure.
So yeah, all my notebooks have good and bad songs in them. But
Cool.
yeah, I flip back through them from time to time, and you know, sometimes I'm just like, jeez.
Maybe try and pull a line or two out of one and use it for something else.
Like, you know, sitting there thinking, it's like, well, I can tell by the handwriting I was hammered, and
well, there's that.
and I can tell by the way it doesn't rhyme.
Right, but in the moment it did, because all ideas are so much better when we're hammered.
Yeah, but the best thing is like whenever you're, you know, and I don't really do this anymore, but I really don't. I quit drinking hard liquor, so I really don't get drunk much anymore. But I love the old like voice recordings, you know.
Oh yes.
It's like you pull your phone out and you're sitting there. It's like 2:00 in the morning, and you're just schnockered.
Yes.
And like you just start playing this really bad, mistimed thing, and then like you're just like, it's like in your mind, like this is a great idea,
This
and
is a great song.
I'm gonna take this melody tomorrow and like write a hit. And then you wake up the next day and you hit it, and you hear that, you're just like,
whoops.
so there's a bunch of that too.
Yeah.
Where I had to, you know, I had to get used to it and all that kind of stuff. I was a late bloomer.
Well, I was gonna say it was like all of a sudden it was, oh, Cody Jinks is coming here, and then everybody was like, oh my gosh, Cody Jinks, and it was, you just blew up almost overnight with a lot of that stuff. So I'm sure that was hard.
It seems funny because it was like a 20-year overnight period.
Right. The cliche, yes. I'm sure it seemed like a lot longer to you than it did to me.
I'm road years. I'm like 58.
You look amazing for 58.
So, yeah. No, but I'm having more fun with it now, and my kids are older, and my wife was able to travel with me a lot this year too, and I'm always in a better mood when she's around. The band and crew love it when Rebecca's at the shows.
Sure. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, and my kids, you know, we homeschool our kids, so
awesome.
You know, we there was a month this year where we got another bus, and it was just me and Rebecca and the kids on our own bus, and
nice.
it was kind of an expensive,
sure,
kind of frivolous thing to do, but you know, my kids are 10 and 13 now, and I've been on the road their whole life, so sharing it with them, and you know, getting them out there and you know, seeing some cool stuff. So we've had a great year. It's been busy, but I'm glad my family's been with me.
That's awesome. Well, and I know you said a little something about work ethic, and I know you come from a little bit of a rodeo background. And so with the kids getting older, is anybody going to get into rodeo in their sports aspects?
I'll tell you, my rodeo background came from watching them.
Right. That's what, yes. Wasn't it your dad?
My dad rodeoed.
That's what I was going to say. It's kind of a background.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the family.
And I still have my dad's roping horse. My dad got too old to rope, so I took his horse just because he couldn't stand to sell his roping horse. So we have a 1,200-pound dog that looks like a horse in our yard.
They make very nice lawn ornaments.
But, you know, the rodeos are fun, man. I love a rodeo. It's man, what a great American pastime. You know, it's so much fun to go and like go to small town rodeo. This is a big one. Like we're out here at the NFR, and it's big one.
Yeah.
You know, but man, like we love to go in our small town rodeo, you know, and I've played, you know how many small town rodeos I've played?
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm talking like on a dead gum semi-trailer.
Right. They pull it in right after.
You don't even know the damn town exists. You're like, I'm playing the what rodeo?
Right.
Where the hell is that?
Yeah. They have a gas station, a bar, well, probably 3 bars and a church.
Yeah. So, you know, it's like, I love it, man. I love the atmosphere. You know, I love, you know, because we always run into, you know, the rodeo cowboys and cowgirls, and we get to talk with them, and some of them come out to the show, and we'll go watch some events and stuff like that, and when we can, if, you know. But I love it. Go to the rodeo.
Yeah.
You know, we got a lot of great things we're going to be doing next year, and man, you know, future looks bright and
fantastic.
Kicking ass.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait to see you down the road. One last question I have for you is what is the weirdest thing that you have seen in the middle of the road on your road travels?
In the middle of the road?
Yep, in the middle of the road. Or
Uh,
maybe on the side of the road.
A dead person.
Oh gosh, really?
Yeah, I've seen some. Well, I mean, I've spent enough time on the road. I've seen about everything.
I was thinking like porcupine.
I've actually. I don't know if I've ever seen a porcupine on the road. No.
You haven't been far enough north yet. I think Wisconsin has porcupines. So
I've spent a lot of time up there. I've never seen a porcupine on the road. I'll tell you what. Probably other than a dead person, because that's morbid. But I have seen that. Man, I don't know. Like the weirdest thing. You see stuff fall off semi-trailers sometimes.
that's definitely one of those things.
Like a bulldozer.
Oh, geez.
Sitting on its side.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
Yeah, that definitely qualifies.
Yeah. There's that. But I'll tell you the funniest things are like things you've signed.
Oh.
So like that's a good question for you. Ask,
yeah, I will ask that. Okay,
like,
how about we ask that right now? Hey, Cody, what's the craziest thing you've signed?
the crazy and funniest things that I've signed. I signed a baby's forehead. This dude had his baby.
Yeah.
And held his baby out like Lion King style, and I signed his baby's forehead. Like I was like, dude, seriously, you want me to sign his kid's forehead? And he was like, yeah. And then I signed a prosthetic leg that was thrown on stage. Dude had his buddy like this. He was holding on. He was one leg from the knee down, like sitting out. And I was like, what do you want me to do with this? And he goes, sign it. And I was like, you okay?
Yeah.
And he had like stickers on it, and people sign it, I guess.
Oh, wow.
And so I signed it, and I was sitting there holding it, in the middle of the show, and I was like, if I don't give this back to you, you're screwed, man.
you're gonna have a long walk home. Oh man.
It's a long hop home, bro.
Yeah.
So anyway, he was laughing. We all had a good laugh about it. So anyway, I gave him his prosthetic leg back. So
That's awesome.
that one was pretty funny. So that's a cool question, because a lot of people ask this kind of weird stuff.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, we can't thank you enough to taking a little bit of time with us here at the NFR, and here you're going to be having your show. So we'll be seeing you down the road.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and we appreciate it, man. We're glad to be here.
Perfect. All right.
That was another On the Road exclusive with Britt Bailey.
Now that's what I call country.
You guys are so much fun. It's just who we are.
Bring on the country.
It's what we do.
On location at the National Finals Rodeo.